So I thought I'd just start off this video, again only a short one, just to bring you up to date with what's happening in the workshop. So I mentioned last time that I'd moved the isolation switch from here to here underneath the bench, and I've got the bench router and the vacuum now operating from that one switch, one kill switch. So one switch on, one switch off. That's simplified things no end. But moving the vacuum underneath the bench, as I mentioned last time, has freed up all this space and made these storage boxes much easier to get to. But moving the vacuum meant I'd got to rearrange the pipe work, so that's what I did last week, and all of these Y pieces have to face toward the vacuum, so I had to turn all of those round. And in just doing that, I've managed to get rid of what I thought was air leaks, where pipes didn't quite fit properly. So making sure all the pipes now fit has given me a good suction for the whole route. And down here, so that's the one, but I don't think you can see that, can you? For the underneath of the bench router. The next thing is to sort out the mess on the bench and to sort out this atrocious wood store, because you'll notice if I just move backwards, I have virtually no bench to work with. Half of it's covered with scrap wood, yes, but up above I don't have any working height either. Either I'm just hitting my head against something and causing bruising, or I can't work with tall pieces. And then it got me to thinking, well, what sort of wood is it? It's a lot of scrap softwood. Now in here in the workshop it's pretty dry. Okay, moisture content, because it isn't hermetically sealed, is going to be quite high, but it's dry. Where have I got most of my good wood? Well, up at the top I've got those 4 planks of cherry that are left, but all of the oak I've got in the garage, which is incredibly damp, wet. It suffers greatly from condensation dripping onto the wood. I've got water seeping in through the bottom of the door. So what I could do with is moving this lot of wood out and moving the oak in, and these unsawn bits of tree, they are the remnants of an old plum tree that I cut down about 3 years ago, and I've just left them here drying out. The twist that you can see was already present when I cut the tree down and split it. So I've got to sort that out as well. So that's the next job, I think, is just to empty the shed of all of the scrap softwood and put that in the garage, and then move the oak in here. So let's crack on. Now you'll notice what I've been doing. The lowest part of the storage system, a lot of scrap wood and of all sorts. I've got some sheet here, I've got some MDF and some ply. There are the remnants of some hardwood utility furniture that is decent wood, so I want to keep. I've got some pieces of MDF that are a reasonable size so that I can use as practice pieces, but there's also scrap that I've got to just be ruthless with. So I've got down to some sheet that I can keep on the shelving. All of this is some prepared 2x1 softwood that I got quite a few years ago with a view to making some wardrobes that never happened. So that lot's got to stop, and it's in upright-ish, so it's in fairly good condition. So what I thought was the scrap can go to a friend because it's all clean wood, none of it's been treated. Some of it, all of this bag can go to a friend who's got a wood burner. Some of this lot here I'm going to just get rid of as well, put it in a separate bag for my friend. And then I can start bringing some of the oak out of the shed, because what I had thought was if I move that bracket here, then that will give me a little bit extra length, because the oak that I've got, most of it is 1.5 meters long at most, so that will give me plenty of space there to put some stuff on. And at least that's made a start. It is a much bigger job than I thought, but if I don't crack on, I'm just going to put it off, and then it's just going to get worse. lot of jiggery pokery. I've got the first lot of oak in the shed from the garage. I've managed to put a lot that was on here either underneath where the camera is for use, or in the shed, in the garage, which means I've been able to get rid of that bracket. I've moved the offcuts of plum into the garage. That will do fine there where it is. So I'm getting there by way of sorting out where wood's going. At least I've now got a clear space up above the bench where I can work. Next thing is to carry on bringing the oak in here, and up here sort out what's going up there along with the cherry, because the wood that's up there is either scrap or, I mean, I will never use it, or that can go in the garage as well. But just after an hour and a half of this, I am absolutely exhausted, and I've got to sort out where I'm going to put this lot in the meantime. So that's, I think, as far as I'm going for today. At least I can see my way clear now, and I hope this hasn't been too much of a trial for you. As I say, it's just a short video to highlight what's happening within the workshop, and thanks for coming along with me. I'll see you next time.